Hi, if you're stuck in your career or business and wondering what to do, or maybe you just want to start something new, then this is the place for you. This is Ryan Vaz with PVN Bharat, and we bring this podcast to you called Inspire. Inspire is a series where we bring experienced business people to inspire you with their experience. Over the years, they have learned so much. Maybe they can share that with you. And before I go on to the podcast, may I also ask you that if you know someone who you think you would like to hear from, please ping us, let us know in the comments, and we will try and get that guest for you next time. Today's guest is a very interesting personality with over 25 years of entrepreneurial experience in powering Goa. He is a trusted partner to industries, corporates, institutions, and government organizations, working at the forefront of solar energy, battery storage, critical power infrastructure, and data solutions. He is the recipient of the WPU Goa Leadership Excellence Award. He's also been honored by the Honorable Chief Minister of Goa with the Scroll of Honor at the Inspiration Awards 2026 as a change maker. He is recognized nationally by Luminous Power Technologies as a top performing partner and is helping businesses build reliable future ready infrastructure that keeps operations running when failure is not an option. I am so honored to welcome someone who has spent over 2 decades in helping businesses stay powered and protected and prepared for the future, the founder trustee of Vibrant Goa Foundation and chairman of the upcoming Global Business Summit happening in October, and the founder of Powertrac Corporation, Mr. Vinay Verma. Vinay, welcome to the podcast called Inspire. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you, Ryan. It is honor to be part of this series. I feel privileged and humbled to be called, and with this interaction, if we can make even a small difference, that will be a great.
Yeah,
step.
absolutely. Vinay, the difference will not be small; it will be big,
Yes.
because there are a lot of experience that you have. I'm hoping to get out during this interview.
Yes.
To start off with, you were brought up in Amritsar.
Yes.
You've had, your father had already running a business over there,
Yes.
and then somewhere down the line, you took a decision to come to Goa and start your business over here. Can you take us into that backstory?
It's very interesting. While I started my businesses or my career in Goa, that means Goa is my karma bhumi. Uh, Pune happens to be my janma bhumi, where my maternal relatives were there. And my studies happened in a place called Satara. I did my engineering there.
Already.
And somehow, strangely, I've never been to Goa
Okay.
before the start of the business. There was no idea of doing something in Goa. After my engineering, during my final semester, I was doing interviews for the job, and one of the shortlisted company, rather they shortlisted me, was Mahindra.
Okay.
And in one of my conversations with my brother, my cousin brother, Mr. Sandeep Salhotra, he's my godfather also. So he asked me, what is that you would be able to earn during your internship with company like Mahindra? So I said this much amount. And what is that you look at a year down the line? I said possibly I will be absorbed in the company after the internship, and I will be earning this much. And he said, what is that you aspire to be maybe 5 years down the line? And what is that amount of money you would like to earn? Now, I'm talking about is year 2000. And I said, 1 lakh of rupees. And he said, why not from the day one? I said, yeah, that will be interesting. How? And that's how Goa happened. They were in the similar line of business, and they found Goa to be very lucrative in the business. There was a big void, and while they were in Pune, they were having some companies who they were supplying to.
I see.
and agencies also, but they were not able to service. There is always a logistic challenge also. Those days the roads and the connections were not so great. So he said, we will do a setup, we will do a trial, we will do a year-long trial, and if things work, we will continue. If the things don't work, then you still have the choice to
Right.
go back to your service.
Yeah.
And somehow risk taking and going with the flow is something that comes inherently to me. I didn't even have to think twice. I said, let's do it.
Very good. So 3 powerful questions that changed your life.
Yeah.
But Vinay, when you came into Goa and you started off, I'm sure it was a period of struggle and a lot of hustling. You knew nobody over here. You had to find your footing over here. I think what you're going to answer now is going to be very valuable for people who are going to shift their location for business or for their careers.
Right.
How did you manage in the first few years?
Yeah, it is very interesting. When I stepped in to the soil of Goa for the first time via bus from Pune to Goa, that was the first time I actually felt what Goa is. It was in the monsoons, all wet, rainy, continuously for those 15-20 years. And I, along with one of our past founders, co-founders for this Powertrac, we were moving around on a rented bike or something like that, and finding a place for business. That was a store location, showroom, and we were also looking at finding a home for myself and the prospects who will actually buy from us.
Right.
So we were taking care of all these aspects parallelly, and we moved around a lot, and we found 3 very good people who I will say that they are the pillars for our foundation. One was Yatin Parekh, who rented his premises to me, and eventually sold it to me also later on, because I continuously pestered him कि भैया rent दे रहे हैं, इसे अच्छा खरीद ही लेते हैं. And he said, ठीक है. One fine day he made a decision that तो ही ले ले.
Okay.
So that was one guy. He always backed me. And then there was our CA RL Bobe, very respected personality. He is till date handling our finances.
Very good.
And keeps us correcting on the if I move around, I wave away from the objective of business and objective of money making and the spending. He is one person who keeps correcting me, nudging me कि ये गलत कर रहे हो, ये ऐसे नहीं होना चाहिए, till date. And I always go to him when I really am in need or I find some problems in finances. He guides us and he keeps us grounded. And there was Advocate Joshi, who handled our legal matters initially, and he is always a person who is one of our cheerleaders, always helping us. So these 3 people helped us to set up the business, while the struggles were immense. Whoever we went to, rather I went to, because I was leading the charge, and asked about our products and services to the retailers, to the wholesalers. And initially there was lot of friction. They said कि बाहर से आया है, हीरो टाइप का लड़का है, थोड़ा दिन काम करेगा, 6 महीने में चले जाएगा. So these were the things they used to talk at my back, which I came to know later. But even if they had told me on the face also, doesn't matter, because I had my own purpose, which was driving me for this uncharted territory. My results of engineering came in August, while the business was already set up, and we started on 10th of September, launched our business in Goa. So even I was not a degree holder in 2000, year 2000. So though I finally, my results were distinction holder in electronics, and the business. Now coming back to your question, initially I will find in the community of our industry were not ready to accept. They found me as a competitor, and it. I would not say it was a very healthy competition where they welcomed me initially, but when they saw the consistency and when they saw our approach to them, they again in parts I found my footing in the market.
Nice.
Eventually we started supplying to almost 90% of our battery industry, and that was the high point, because we were the suppliers, they were the retailers, and they were uh, building their products from our product supplies.
Correct.
So that is where we.
So very slow and steady you have built up.
No, it
your
wasn't
entire-
slow. I'm a restless guy. I
Okay.
don't want anything to be slow. It is.
So you're doing it quickly.
Yeah, it has to be either 1 or 0. It is digital age, right? There's nothing called slow. But our movement was very fast.
Good.
In my initial days, I'll give you one example. Now, Susegad lifestyle is itself it has a very broad meaning, but I come from a very restless place, that is Punjab. The struggle, hard work, and that that restlessness is in our DNA, possibly because of borders, and we and our forefathers have fought a lot of fights,
Right.
and we have always been there is always a fire which is shaking us all the time. So from 9 to 1 I used to be in the business, running the store, and around 1 o'clock there was a lunch break everywhere. That time I used to load the material. My only request to my buyers were that, sir, मैं दोपहर को आऊँगा, and between 2:30 and 3 आपको material लेना पड़ेगा. That is free delivery condition.
हाँ.
And though they had to sacrifice their Susegad time or siesta time, I mean they said
agreed.
okay. So from 1 to 3, between these 2 hours, I could do a supply in Margao on my vehicle, sometimes on a bike also, sometimes on a jeep. Supply and come back. So my sacrifice was that rest time. I was restless, so there is no rest. I didn't need, my body never needed rest. And the food, but I think those young days you don't really care about the food when
Right.
you want to make a lot of
Right.
money
Right.
and make your mentors proud,
Right.
make the people who have supported you proud, and make your family proud.
So when people look at Vinay Verma, nobody knows these stories
Yes.
of the struggle that has happened behind it to make Vinay Verma what he is today. I think it's a culmination of years of struggles, learnings, falls, and growth. Today you have internalized Goa.
Yes.
While you came in as a visitor some years back, I think 26 years back.
Yes.
Today you have internalized Goa.
Right.
I'm tempted to ask you whether you take your siesta now, but while you answer that question also,
Yeah.
how is it that you have started giving back to Goa?
Yeah, so breaking your question in parts, yes, I take the privilege of going home for lunches. So that is my time which I want to give to the family.
Family, absolutely.
Sometimes mornings are not the those places, because kids go to school at their own time. I have my schedules of my morning workouts, and my father also, he is also part of our business, and he handles retail operations, so he still has that habit of going very early to the business and reaching at the last.
Right.
So that's the dedication he has, and he also happens to inspire us to do more and more. So afternoons, lunch, that is where we meet, and dinners we meet. So my purpose is not just to go and catch the siesta, but it's more to be with the family, eat together, share as much moments as we can together.
Right. Vinay, from this question, there's been a lot of debate about work-life balance. And how much time we should be giving to the family.
Right.
For a businessman, it's a bigger challenge, because while most employees finish their work at a particular time, a businessman has no time. He's 24 hours on duty. Okay, in that kind of a scenario, how important do you think it is for a person to divide his time between his family, his home, and himself?
Yeah.
You also mentioned about going to the gym, and also that is something that you do for yourself. Then time for the family, and then time for the business. And after dividing this,
Yes.
is there enough time for business?
So one thing is awareness, self-awareness of what you want from this short life of yours,
Very good.
and how much you want, which will suffice you,
Right.
your aspirations,
Right.
your dreams, your family, your kids, your future, your safety, your security. Once you zero down on all these aspects, then you can always balance. And I'll put it this way: in today's time, the world is digitalized, there is automation, and we can do so much in so less time
Yes.
if we are adapting to the technologies. But for adapting to the technologies, learning is important. Now, if you continuously keep yourself abreast with the technologies and keep learning and keep adopting to the new trends and the technologies which are in parallel to your objectives and your values, it is very easy to get to this work-life balance. Though there is always a sacrifice for family. Whatever time you give is never sufficient.
Right. Right.
But what they demand from you is also never sufficient. So there will always be level of
Right.
friction and sacrifice. But at the end of the day, what you want to do for yourself and for your family, and how much you want to. Because I have friends of mine who travel a lot to out of Goa, where I possibly will be barely traveling for business. I have never made myself available for business travels to anyone.
Okay.
So, I mean, I have my own way of working. So, their families also adapt to them. If they don't see their breadwinner, or that lady is not seeing their husband for 15 days and she's okay with it, there's no harm in it, right?
Right.
So, everybody, it is subjective. Everybody has their own, how they want to live their life and lead their families.
Right. So there's a question that I asked you earlier about your involvement now in the Goa ecostructure.
Yes.
You've been on the advisory board for the government.
Yes.
You've been part of BNI, of the Vibrant Goa Foundation, and there's a lot of work that you're doing in empowering youngsters,
Yes.
in empowering business people to grow. What drives you to do that? I mean, you could have said ki my work is getting done this.
So that's very interesting. One is there is a company which you want to be in. Company in the means the people you want
People
to be
that you want to get
surrounded
surrounded by.
and the mission and the values which you want to bring on the table. And when you actually realize I am in a very good place when it comes to my marketing and marketing strategy. I am with BNI, and when it comes to giving back, there are multiple ways. Somebody gives a charity, somebody gives by way of that tan man dhan.
Right.
So my way of giving back is if I can help another business uplift by giving them a good referral or a good connect. That's what BNI is all about.
Right.
And that changes their life to a step better. They make more money. They can sustain. They can support their families better.
Right.
That is my way of giving back.
Right.
That's how I have got back.
Okay.
That's what made me Vinay. Because when I came empty-handed. I had no one, no friend, no relative, and I developed the ecosystem in Goa, and people supported. Goan supported me.
Right.
Right. There was no friend, no family member, so there was no question of getting support from them. So every Goan who has been part of my journey right from the day one, has given me an opportunity to serve them, and brought that brought where I am. Now it is my time to give back. So BNI is one platform. Then Vibrant Goa happened to me because the same team at the senior level of BNI have the same passion. We share the same values,
Right.
and that's how Vibrant Goa happened. And that is where we want to enable the SME sector of Goa connect to the world market. Now that also brings us to a point where network is important.
Right.
When we do something, we are also connecting with that network, and that network somehow also helps us in our own businesses, our own endeavors. So it is give and take again. It is not that I am doing something for them. It is what I do, and in return, how they perceive us and how they want to help us through
Right.
their ways.
Right.
So it is give and take again.
The perception when we meet people outside of Goa, just like people thought of you, ये आएगा, check
छह
महीना
महीने
काम
में
करके
जाएगा.
वापस जाएगा. A lot of people have a similar perception of Goa.
Yes.
There is nothing serious happening over here. It's only about the sun, sand, the beaches, and party. What would you tell your people in Amritsar and everywhere else that you go about how business is and how things work in Goa?
Yeah, see, Goa itself is a dream place, I would say, given a chance. I think if people see this, there a lot of people will get inspired to come and work here.
Yeah.
The work over here doesn't seem like work. It's like you are on a forever holiday. See, we will have our fair share of stresses, ups
Right.
and downs. That is
Right.
always there. But I feel that we are on lifetime holiday when we are working in Goa.
Right.
The people are good, the system is good, the aspirations, the dreams, everything is in sync with what Goa is all about and what Goans want all about. And I think it's a wonderful place to be, but then again it is subjective. I adapted to it. There may be people who will not
Will not be
adapt
able
to.
to
There are
adapt
people
to it.
who are hustlers who want to get up in the morning, travel 2 hours, do work, again go back at night, at 10 o'clock reach, and again get up at 5 and again go back. That's
Yeah.
fast life, Bombay
Correct.
life, Delhi life. They want to do that way. So everybody has their choice.
Vinay, if you were to, you would want to advise somebody to start a similar business that you are in, what would your 3 steps be?
See, first step is to create a mindset that you want to start, you want to hustle, you want to work, you want to really work hard. That will be the first step. That yes, we are here for good, we want to do, and we will do. The second is to develop the right I will not go into I will not deep dive into the business modalities, structure and finances and cash flows and teams, and that
Yeah.
is something, I think that's not the subject matter
No.
now. So one is to believe in yourself. That is very important, that whether you are believing, you are your biggest motivator.
Right.
The second is the purpose. If your purpose is driving you, there is no force in the world which can, bring you down. You may fall flat on your face. You will do your share of failures,
Right.
mistakes.
Right.
But if their purpose is strong, it will always drive you. You will again
Excellent.
get up and get going. So I told you about the belief system. I told you about
Purpose.
the purpose. And my mother always, told us about patience
Right.
and perseverance.
Right.
So you have to be patient, you
And
have to
perseverance.
persevere, and there is a higher force which is always with you.
One last question before we wind up for the day. You've been working with very large companies. You've powered this studio, you've powered many other studios that we've been to. What is that one value that you think people come to you and they keep coming to you, and has helped you to survive this last 26 years?
Oh, it's not only the survival; it is the stability which have been the
Stability and
journey.
then growth
Yeah.
also.
And now, after the stability in the business, we are looking at a legacy business.
Right.
So I am also committing on this platform that we are building a brand, we are building a legacy.
Right.
Now, why the customers choose us and why they want to believe in us and trust us and continue supporting us is because I have never felt that their money is their money and I have to take their money. I have always felt that it is their money. If they are putting faith and trust in us, it is my money. If I have to spend my money, will I be as wise?
Right.
Is this value for money? Is this money spent? Is making sense in the long run also? Is it solving our problems now and the long run? That is one part of it. When the money's value is same, whether it is money in your pocket or my pocket, we will do the best.
Very good.
Best thing.
Yes.
Second is, in our line of products and services, it is service oriented. So we consider a relationship as a long-term association.
relationship.
We are with the customer till the time the product is there, till the time the customer or his business is there, till the time I am there.
Wow, wow! What an amazing thought, and I think we'll leave on this positive thought today. Vinay Verma, thank you very much for being with us today. The kind of insights that you've gained, I hope they are really going to be inspiring a lot of people. If you want to ask him more questions, you can put them up in the comment and maybe we'll reply to you. If you have more guests that you think that you'd like to hear from, please let us know and we will try and get them to you. Vinay Verma, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, Vinay Verma.
Thank you very much.